Okay, y'all, so today we are going to be doing 3 looks with the same palette, and the palette that I'm using is the Stila Perfect Me Perfect Hue palette in the shade Light Medium. Now there are 4 shades to this palette. They have Fair to Light, Light Medium, Medium Tan, and then Tan to Deep. I'm pretty sure it's what the last one is called. I love this so much. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is not any sort of new release. You can get these at Ulta for $39, and I think that they are worth every single penny, especially for a girl on the go, for even a beginner really, for a high school student, especially a high school student who's very busy. This is something that I wish that I had in high school. Again, this is not anything new. This is still sold at Ulta. It did come out 2, maybe 3 years ago at this point. But I absolutely love this. I love Stila as a brand. They have a lot of great stuff, and this is just one of them. So I absolutely love these palettes. There's a bunch of mattes and at least 1 good shimmer in each palette, and 2 gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful blushes. I love these blushes. These, honestly, I wish that I had these in single pans. These are amazing. I love them. They look matte in the pan. So at first, for somebody like me who loves to beam the sun off of my face and blind people with my highlight and look very glowy, I wasn't too sure. But oh my gosh, these are so gorgeous on. They really give you that glow from within. I wish that I had a palette like this in high school, definitely, because this is kind of what I did every day. Like the first look, the very simple first, like easy basic look, just mascara, that's pretty much how I did my makeup every single day in high school, except I had all of these random like blushes and this random like drugstore mini palette hanging around in my makeup bag with no mirror or anything like that. So yes, this is technically like a middle range, I guess high end. It's not a luxury brand, Stila, but it is a high-end makeup. It is $39 for a palette like this, so that might seem like a lot. But in my mind, it is so worth it, because if you think about it, an eyeshadow palette from like Milani is about $10 or $11. Their blushes are around $8. If you were just sitting like this on a counter or something in a hotel or in the locker room and you don't want to fight over the 3 mirrors, when I was in high school, there's like 15 to 20 girls and 5 mirrors for us to get ready in the morning after our 6 a.m. practice. If you don't want to fight over a mirror, this mirror will come in clutch for you. So it's great, it's wonderful, it's all in one thing. This is so sturdy. I have had this for so long. I always go back to it. It's one of those perfect like basics, don't even have to think about it, something you can just throw in your bag and it's perfect. I travel with this. I absolutely adore this palette. And another plus of shopping at Ulta for this palette is that Ulta has so many sales, it's not even funny. So if you just kind of wait it out a little bit and kind of keep your eye on the sales, on the emails, or if you get the magazine sent to your house, there's always sales going on. There's always going to be something like, oh, buy this, get this half off. Oh, everything Stila is 25% off on this day. Just keep your eye out for that. And most of the time, those sales are in store and online. So if you really wanted to wait for a sale, you could really get this for like a drugstore price or equal to what you would pay in the drugstore for a 5 eyeshadow palette and 2 separate blushes. Plus you get a mirror. So I think this is 100% worth it. Even if you're a beginner and you don't really know where to start, even if you're a high school student. When I was in high school, my parents did not buy me makeup. I had to like scramble all of my allowance and any money that I made from coaching. I had to get all of that together to buy any makeup that I wanted. You know, as a high schooler, you're going to high school and you're either an athlete or you're doing all these other extracurricular activities. You're busy. You don't, even if you have a job as like a cashier or something, you can only really work like 10 to 15 hours a week maybe. So you're not making a whole lot. And it can seem like a lot to splurge on something that's $40 for makeup, but trust me when I tell you that this is worth it, and me back in high school would have bought this in a heartbeat. I think that this palette is so versatile and so amazing. I think you definitely need it in your life. Even though it doesn't look like it has any like crazy pizzazz or anything really cool about it, I feel like with all of these launches and all these crazy videos, yeah, it's cool to look at and it's really fun, but I'm thinking as a person on the go, a person with a 9 to 5, somebody who's in high school, who has a lot of extracurricular activities and doesn't have a whole lot of time to get ready in the morning, this is your friend. This is your best friend. This is something, if you get ready on a train in the morning, if you get ready in the back of your mom's car in the morning, this is your friend. So I think this is great. I think all of those fun Instagram makeup, but trust me, I do them too when I have free time. But on a day-to-day when you're just in a rush and you need to grab something and go, this is gonna be your best friend. I think you definitely need this in your life. So, oh, and this video is not sponsored by Stila by any means. They have absolutely no idea who I am or that I'm making these videos. Trust me, I wish it was sponsored by Stila, but it isn't. They don't know who I am. So I bought this with my own money. Without further ado, let's get into these looks. Alrighty, so I'm going to go in with that medium brown shade in that top right corner. I will say that I start all of these looks the exact same way. I go in with a concealer just like any other makeup look, and then I set that down with the big base shadow on the far left of this palette. So I'm going in with this medium brown shade, blending that into the crease and my outer corner, and then I'm going in with this definer brush and putting that same brown color all along my lower lash line and connecting it up to that outer corner. I, with my eye shape, always have to really make sure that I'm connecting my lower lash to my top eyelid look, or otherwise it looks very disjointed and weird and there's like a weird gap. That's why I always really say that in every single video. So make sure that you connect your lower lash line to the top of your eye. You don't want that gap. And of course, we're gonna blend that out. And then we're gonna go in on the lid with this beautiful, beautiful gold color. Then kind of taking that satin matte white and putting that on the brow bone and the inner corner. I wanted the majority of the shimmer to be on the lid. I left the gold there. Then I'm going to throw on a little bit of mascara and go in with that pink blush, and these blushes are pigmented. I dipped my brush in one time, and this is a natural hair brush, which normally will put on your blush in a very light way, and you can see I kind of overdid it, but it still blended out like a dream, and I honestly absolutely adored how this blush looked. Still working that medium brown. I'm kind of dragging that onto my lid. I have a really deep crease, so I really have to make sure that that color is very blended in my crease and kind of going onto my lower or onto my lid before I go in and work on my lid. Otherwise, I'm just never going to get it blended right. Taking that same medium color on the bottom lash line as well and really smoking that out. Then this is actually a mixture of the dark brown and the medium brown just to start that inner and outer corner look. I find it a little bit easier if I go in with a mixture or something like that before I go in with the darkest color. So this is the darkest color on this pencil brush, and I'm going on the very, very outer part of the corner and the very, very inner part of my inner corner and dragging that onto the lower lash line. You don't have to smoke out your lower lash line as much as I do, but if you've been here for even one video, I like it very smoky, but you don't have to go that far. Just make sure that you really blend this out. Then I'm taking that beautiful gold color and I'm putting this onto the center of my lid. I go in twice and that's all you need. Just pack that on and oh my god, it's so, so gorgeous. Then with a little bit of that medium brown color and the pencil brush that I used on my lower lash line, I'm just kind of blending that out a little bit so it's not this harsh line from the gold to like dark brown. And again, I'm taking that satin white color and putting that on my brow bone and the inner corner. Again, I wanted most of the shimmer to be on the center of my eyelid on the eyelid, and I just wanted to highlight these but not bring too much attention, so a satin or matte highlight is going to be your friend in that situation. Then just throwing on some mascara, and again, just a nude lip with some gloss, and calling it a day. I actually used a mixture of both of the blushes for this look, and I think it came out so, so pretty. So for this look, of course, we are starting with that medium brown shade, and we are working this into the crease from inner corner to outer corner. I also, again, work on dragging this kind of down onto the lid to start that blend happening, just because I have a very deep set crease, and I really have to make sure I'm blending that out before I work on my lid. Otherwise, it's just not going to look right. So then I'm taking this mauve-y color tattoo. You can use a black liner if you have one on hand. I find that this mauve one is a little bit more forgiving, but black would honestly make it look even better and more smoky and deep. And then I'm taking the dark brown eyeshadow and packing this all over the lid and blending it out with that same blending brush that we were using before. Then taking a pencil brush and dragging this dark brown along my lower lash line, and of course connecting it to the top of my lid. This is one eye with a lash and one eye without. Like I always say, it is absolutely wonderful and gorgeous, beautiful, stunning without a lash. I'm just pretty much a lash girl, so I threw on a lash for this look. Now I'm using this mauve-y kind of blush, and oh my goodness, I mean, this look is really just me. This is kind of my go-to look. Matte smoky eye, glowy bronze beige skin, and a nude overdrawn lip. I mean, nothing is more Lauren than this look, honestly. Alright guys, so that is all of the looks that I came up with for this video. I mean, obviously there's a million looks that you could do with this eyeshadow palette. I really want to try a matte smoky eye with that gold in the inner corner, but probably just when I'm tan. But anyway, and you could also obviously do a beautiful cut crease with that gold. And just keep in mind that I didn't use Fix Plus or any kind of setting sprays or glitter glue or anything, so that wet, beautiful look that this gold shimmer gives you, it's all the eyeshadow. It's all the eyeshadow. So just imagine if you put some setting spray or Fix Plus or something on your brush, or even put a base down or glitter glue. It'd be so beautiful. But I wanted you to see the eyeshadows in their true form, because you can always make an eyeshadow more with colorful bases or concealer or Fix Plus, anything underneath or on top like that. So I wanted you to see these eyeshadows in their true form, straight out of the pan, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous, even without doing anything crazy to them to make them look good. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Everything that I use, even off camera, everything on my face, I did use the same products on my face every single time I did my makeup. I bet you can tell that I film these on different days. I'm not blessed to be able to film more than one makeup look in one day, because my skin is just way too sensitive for that. If I scrub my makeup off and then try to put some more on top, it just my skin will actually break out in like bumps, like irritation bumps. So I'm pretty sure you can tell that I film these on different days. However, I did use these same exact products every single day. So all of those will be listed down below. Obviously the Stila palette will be listed down below and I will link it. But my Facebook and my Instagram will also be in the description bar as well if you wanted to check those out. And of course you can always comment down below on the things that you want to see. Everything that has been commented in the past is coming very soon in the next few videos, so get excited for that. Other than that, I think we are good to go. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just have a good one. Bye!